Here we are at the grand finals for Canada Cup 2014 for Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Punko takes on Puko! And he oh my God! This man is ready to win!
What if I told you the most chaotic character in Street Fighter 4 became the most feared? All because of one man who was able to tame him. Picture this, it's 2014. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is in its twilight years. The meta, solved. The top players, established. And sitting towards the bottom of every tier list is El Fuerte, a character that most pros wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Some of the hardest combos in the game, few tools to use in footsies, and heavily reliant on mix-ups instead of damage. Then a player from Kumamoto, Japan, showed up and broke everything. This is the story of how one man's chaotic genius turned a meme into a nightmare, and taught the entire FGC that tier lists don't account for human creativity. Let's talk about El Fuerte for a second. On paper, this luchador is fighting game design gone mad. His entire game plan revolves around his habanero dash, a run that leads into multiple mix-up options. Slides, splashes, command grabs, or sometimes just stopping. It sounds terrifying until you realize, 1, he has 900 health, which is paper thin in Street Fighter terms. 2, his defensive options, almost non-existent. He has no real reversals, with his only reversal requiring him to hold down 2 kick buttons for over 3 seconds, and a terrible backdash in a game with incredibly strong backdashes for the rest of the cast. He's also extremely weak to cross-ups, with no reliable way to anti-air that area. His damage output requires either perfect execution on the infamous run-stop fierce combo, or guessing perfectly on your mix-ups, and sometimes even just landing raw ultra. Even Pepeday himself would later admit El Fuerte had 19 bad matchups. The community consensus was unanimous. To play El Fuerte, you have to really love the character. It's not all doom and gloom though. If you can control him, he has some major advantages. His command dash is the key to unlocking him, but not only for his usual follow-ups, but for his infamous run-stop combos. With extremely tight execution, you can cancel your normal moves into a run, use the run cancel ender, and then combo into another normal. His run-stop fierce was used for major punishes, while he could cancel moves like crouching medium kicks for immense pressure. And when combined with his ambiguous enders like tostada press or grab, it forced opponents to constantly be guessing, each knockdown setting up yet another mix-up. This made him immensely frustrating to play against. He's not built for traditional Street Fighter, he's built for chaos, and chaos needs a conductor. Before 2014, if you asked the international FGC about Pepeday, you get blank stares. He was a local hero in Japan, studying under his inspiration TKD, another El Fuerte player he called like a god. But Pepeday saw something in El Fuerte that others missed. In his own words, Fuerte's strength is unpredictability and freedom. While everyone else was playing Street Fighter, Pepeday was forcing his opponents to play in the chaos dimension, improving, adapting, and turning the game on its head. Then came Tokyo Game Show 2014. In the finals, this unknown El Fuerte player faced Bonchan, one of Japan's gods of Street Fighter, and known for his unbreakable defense. And yet, Pepeday won.
Oh my goodness, Pepeday!
The international community had just witnessed the birth of chaos. He later called it the match that changed his whole life. The community saw what happened at TGS and made a decision that would go down in FGC history. They flew Pepeday to Canada Cup 2014. The competition? A long list of killers. Punko's Seth, Smug's Dudley, and Canada's best, players like Air, Chirithi, and even Canada Cup's founder Lapchi. The best players in the world, all with carefully refined, tournament-tested characters. And Pepeday tore through them all.
Pepeday is so good at that.
Then came the grand finals against Punko, a player known for creating as much chaos as Pepeday himself. His character Seth also had a crazy amount of mix-ups and ways to trick you, from stretchy limbs to teleports and command grabs. 2 agents of chaos were about to enter, but only one would be able to control it. It starts out quick, Pepeday trying to start his run-stop game. His main goal to get a knockdown on Seth and to begin his mix-up game. With Seth's low health pool and low stun, it's a strong strategy. The issue comes from the fact that Seth has some amazing normal moves, an invincible uppercut, and teleports that allow him to get out of major mix-up situations. And Punko immediately shows what makes Seth so strong against Fuerte. He knocks Fuerte down in the corner and he gets a free mix-up, switching sides and hitting Pepeday. He throws Fuerte back in the corner, But this time Pepeday has an EX Quesadilla Bomb charged up, allowing him to break out of the mix-up. Then uses the crouching medium kick run stop into command grab to put Punko on life support. But a great fireball cancel and a tandem engine forces Fuerte into a 50-50 of his own. Fuerte tries to wall jump over Seth, but Punko is ready, using his Ultra 2 early to anti-air him and take the round. Punko doesn't let up the gas, dismantling Pepeday in 3 quick games, resetting the bracket. With the bracket reset, Punko's dive kick continues to do work, pushing Fuerte into the corner and putting massive damage on him with a grab reset. With just a pixel left, Pepeday starts his offense with a command grab. With Quesadilla Bombs and run mix-ups, they are both down to a pixel, but a Shoryuken beats out the game-winning mix-up. Pepeday tries a new strategy. This time, instead of playing for mix-ups, he's trying to make Punko commit to an option. It works, as the Shoryuken whiffs and Fuerte gets a huge punish. Punko tries to create space with a fireball, but Fuerte punishes it and keeps Seth stuck in the corner. To get out of the corner, Punko uses all his meter to cancel Shoryuken into a command grab. Pepeday tries to escape with backdashes, but Punko reads it and continues the pressure. Every time he tries to get away, Punko makes the right read. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, Pepeday tries to make his move, but Punko immediately makes the read. Punko looks unstoppable at this point, continuing his pressure and putting Pepeday on the back foot, but a huge bait causes Punko to whiff a Shoryuken, allowing a full run stop fierce combo from Fuerte. A rare miss from Fuerte allows Seth to get out of the corner. Pepeday pushes forward, but an insane read allows Punko to get a full combo. He bets it all on a Quesadilla Bomb, but it's blocked, and Punko wins the round. The chaos of Punko continues. A dive kick and jab interrupt Fuerte's defense, but Pepeday answers back with a command grab. Punko keeps his distance with standing medium kicks. As Seth tries to run away, Fuerte uses his air grab to snatch him out of the air. They both go for mix-ups, but Seth recovers faster, allowing him to EX Shoryuken and punish Fuerte with a huge combo. At full screen, it can be hard for Fuerte to get in, but he's able to find a small window where he uses EX Run's armor to get through the stretchy arms of Seth, and then immediately descends into chaos. Down 2-0, Pepeday cannot lose anymore. He slows the game down, using run baits and Tosada presses to punish any mistakes from Punko. But just as he starts to get a good offense going, a raw ultra from Punko catches him off guard. Punko follows it up with a hard to blockable mix-up, teleporting right as the fireball gets to Fuerte. He picks up the pace, trying to get anything going, but a seemingly random EX legs catches Fuerte and checkmates him. Pepeday has to find an answer soon. He's one round away from losing. And a great Quesadilla Bomb read on Seth's focus attack and an air grab gives him a solid lead. But then, a perfectly timed focus attack crumples him and Seth gets a full combo into setup. Expecting an EX Quesadilla Bomb on wake up, Punko asked for the safety of jab, but Pepeday was waiting for that and saved his EX Quesadilla Bomb for afterwards, catching Seth and starting his own mix-up game. Yet again, Seth teleports away. Punko doesn't want to interact and tries to wall jump away, which Pepeday reads. Knowing he just has to land any hit to chip him out, Pepeday starts charging his EX Quesadilla Bomb, and as he pops out of the combo, he immediately releases it and gets the round. Pepeday can smell blood in the water at this point. He continues the pressure and wildly runs at Punko. Mix-up after mix-up hits, and he finally goes for something that he's been holding all set. With Punko worrying about run mix-ups, it's the perfect time to do it. Just a regular grab on wake up. He's alive, but the mountain is high still, and Punko is quickly adapting. He starts meeting Fuerte in the air and using jumping medium punch, which allows him to juggle Fuerte or go for a mix-up. But an unfortunate read leaves him vulnerable to a run-stop combo. Pepeday gets antsy, trying to close it out, missing his anti-air against dive kick and putting him on life support. He sees Punko jump, and he knows he has him, using his ultra to guarantee the round, catching Seth's landing frames. Punko has phenomenal game sense though, landing the tight punish on each Quesadilla Bomb, and he refuses to let up on the pressure. Using dive kicks and cross-ups to keep Fuerte on the defensive, trying anything to get his offense started, Pepeday does a raw slide, but it's blocked. He whiffs the EX air grab, but just as Punko tries to punish, he lets out a raw ultra. After showing Tosada press for 3 games, he just waits for Punko to teleport, taking the game. 2-2, last game. Punko's opting for damage now, meeting him in the air with heavy punches instead. but Pepeday escapes the command grab mix-up and starts pressing him. Pepeday comes out strong, getting a mix-up and tries to cheese out an EX Quesadilla bomb, but Punko command grabs him on his way in after the invincibility wears off. They trade back and forth, each player fighting for a knockdown. Another random Quesadilla bomb connects, and it's time for Pepeday to work. 3 games straight, 3 chaotic matches, and Punko throws his shirt in frustration. The crowd explodes. Pepeday wins one of the best grand finals we've ever seen, and El Fuerte has just won a major, something no one thought was possible. Pepeday then spent a year traveling around the world, doing well, but never quite replicating his win at Canada Cup. But in 2017, at Red Bull Kumite, we would see another flash of his brilliance. But that's a story for another time. A player that loved his character more than his tier list, he will go down in fighting in history. So I'll leave you with this. What's your El Fuerte? What's that thing everyone says won't work that you believe is extraordinary? Drop it in the comments below. Because if a luchador chef can become the most feared character in Street Fighter, anything's possible. Until next time.